Why? Why does he call himself Tony Black? Oh, my name is Tony Black. It's been a tough life for me. Lost my mum. No, I'm not going to go any deeper than that. But yeah, it sounds like a weird sort of movie name. My name's John Wick, and I'm Tony Black. Either way, we are into the pistol round. An aggressive push is coming up middle. The charge is being led. There's a little bit of a lurk in, or there was from Propley, who's actually going to lose his head instead. Here we go. Retake in. Spy leader has himself a kit and a smoke. Every single player has rotated back around into that arch portion, so it is just going to be a trade fest or an absolute slaughter. And here we go, running into the site. Little goes down, Jerry as well. Leaves it on face crack in the pit. Can't really do anything. Tony Black now trying to make his way forward. Mr. Kabakan does manage to deny the first. They're actually going to body block. Smart decision. Victor just going straight for the defusal and even gets the headshot at the end. There we go, MK. Nice little bit of team play to get into the site. And it will be the CT side to get themselves the pistol. Look, we're seeing it again. Oops. This time it's Little. AK-47. Dropped over to him to try and be the star of the show. Now, Little is a star when he gets that AWP in hand. Like, I've seen him take over so many servers against players who should be better. He's not a youngster either, so been around the block a bit. This guy can be an absolute tank. We'll see if he can do it here. Victor waiting in the corner. May be a little bit too much. Spray down of 2, 3. Come on, where's the 4th? Where's the 4th? There it is. And only Mr. Kabakan left. He won't be left for long. Nice easy cleanup in this round. Of course, only 1 AK. That's sort of the opposite of what we saw with Dima Sick. Now, Dima gets 4 kills. And it's like, oh, that's an incredible round. They managed to win it based off an individual performance. The other is this. And then you get to see the Little buy, which Little does this all of the time. Now, I actually don't like ex-Spartak winning pistol rounds, because I know that in the second round, Little is going to buy a P250 and armor. No matter what. He doesn't buy SMGs. He's a bit of a weird character. He loves his pistol armor, even though it never seems to really work. But he has to have one here, because his teammate dropped him an AK in the last round, so I think he's returned the favor, giving it over to Kabakan. That wasn't even an intended little joke. His name is annoying. It's like nothing, or someone, or something, or any of those. Base crack, nice entry. And a second from Proplay. Will be eventually traded out from Dreamer. And Little is burning down. Backen almost gets away with that. A bit of a miss. Crossfire on the side though. Dreamer peeks out with a flash, but he goes down. Actually, the T's, they're out of there. Scurrying back will be Little and Jerry. Doesn't quite have the same ring to it as Tom and Jerry. There you go. There's a proper joke. Victor is going to be aware. Sprays wildly. Doesn't manage to catch anybody off. I could have said he's a little burnt, but that's too easy. HP still benefiting the CT side. Not a scratch on them as of yet. Got a little bit of utility to play with. Maybe want to smoke off onto that bomb. Little is just going to try and take the angle onto the crossing player. Head off of Spy Leader, leaving only Victor. Jerry is just going to be trying to take him down as he looks to try and leave the site. Doesn't have much time to do anything here. Face Crack also coming in on the flank. Jerry will go down, but Face Crack is quick to trade. Spartak are on the board. Now the CT side don't actually have a huge amount of money to play with. They will, however, fully invest into this one. 3 rifles, a couple of pistols. See, this is what I mean, though. Little can buy an AK here. But it's gone for... That frustrates me. I know why he's doing it. He's saving for an AWP, but his opponents are buying here. And it basically means that he can just go down with nothing, and well, so will the rest of his teammates. It didn't matter what they bought there. Little, in fact, with his P250, actually shoots his teammate in the back of the head. So instead, he's helped them out. He'll have extra money in the next round. Brilliant. That's going to help. The rest of his team... He didn't even buy head armor. Against M4s. Either way, nice work from Bubble and Victor. The aggression paying off for them. They've used the deep smoke to hold the rest of the players out. Nice entry from Facecrack, though. Be able to get one, but Victor will finish off with a quad kill. Big round coming out from him individually, and in fact, he's 11-1 at the moment. All 3 MVPs, which isn't normally something to look at, but still quite impressive. Much better stuff, and this is where the buys just get weirder and weirder. Now you've got little full buying, and the rest of the team saving. It just seems to be the case for this team where we haven't seen them all buy rifles yet. We had last round where everybody had a rifle and Little didn't. The same the round before. Oh, no, wait. The round before we had Little buying and nobody else. It's just weird. Yeah, the Spartak guys have been dropped, I think. Or they've parted ways. Which, I don't know why they'd want to leave Spartak, so I'm assuming they got dropped. Not really having the results. Didn't manage to qualify for even the... like, through the CIS minor, which is something that a lot of these teams should be trying to do. So, not overly surprised. There's a lot of CIS talent as well, so if Spartak are looking to still stay in that area, they definitely have the backing, obviously being a football team. So, possible. Here we go. Peek out from Little. Rifle dropped. Had no impact with it. Facecrack going to try and take the mantle, but Starladder now drops it in the open, so there's no chance of retrieving it. Jerry will at least get one with his P250. The bomb's still lurking behind, just so they don't lose it. Have dropped one over towards this A side of the map. The problem is, still 2 guys in pit, and a man holding just in case they look to rotate, and there's only 30 seconds left. Starladder going to drop Jerry. And Shimeda is just going to wait. 20 seconds left. Go back and hoping for some reason they will have rotated. And they have not. And, well, it is the last man. Little, again, is going to be left without a gun because of the buy in the last round. So it's always an attempt to try and do damage, but yet to see this team with actually every single player with a rifle in hand. We'll see if they can pull it off again. It did manage to work this round, but so far so good for Mortal Kombat. Majority of players still able to rebuy going into the next round, but other than that, still want to be taking this one home if they're going to continue their reign of terror. T-side able to gather up a couple of players to take control of Banana, but it's more that the CT side have fallen into a passive ground rather than them actually taking it from the CT players. And you can see from their setup they're a little bit more heavily dedicated to more aggressive positions on A. The other thing is, with the amount of utility they have, they know that going into this buy, the Ts don't have anywhere near as much. The Molotovs are going to be limited, so they can afford to play patient. They brought it right down. You can see the rotation coming in as well from Bubble. And they've still got a bit of utility to spare, so they're going to throw in a couple of flashes just to try and delay this T side even further. Boost going to be employed over the smoke, which will be beginning to fade relatively soon, and straight through it goes Spy Leader. That's a little bit audacious for my liking. Maybe not expecting there to be another, but here comes the spray down. Already this round looking like it's over. The remaining players trying to dash through Arch and get back behind. There's only 5 seconds left. No chance for a round win. And now they have to just try and hold on to their weapons without going down after the timer. Looking like they will do that. Five to 1. Night, bruv. You going to bed? What is this by? What on earth is this? Why are they doing such weird buys? This is so peculiar. I can understand if maybe they all bought except for little. And then they went, okay, it's because we're trying to save up for him on the AWP. But they're not. They're just 2 AKs. And, oh, it's weird. We'll be able to get one. And a second kill. FaceCrack actually managing to make this work. And they do still have the AKs in play. Somehow they've now ended up with more rifles than they started with. So that's a benefit at least. Still a player in pit. Dreamer going to be holding. Peeks out. Actually loses the duel. But in the meantime, a player's dropped. And that's the bomb down. Have to retrieve it. And they will. Couple of low players. Not a whole lot of utility. Back and those going to end one. And that actually means that this could be the first round of the last few that they've managed to win. That would be ridiculous considering how weird the buy was. However, they've still got to deal with Spy Leader. Pushing in. He's very close to finding the head of one. Knows exactly where FaceCrack is. Down to just 4 HP. Spots the second. Gets one. Can't quite get the second. Just needed a bullet to connect. But instead, Spartak will steal the round away. 5 to 2. They get themselves a second. And now they have to deal with the potential reset. Here we go. Spartak now put themselves in a position where they could actually turn the tide. Victor 13 and 3 at the moment. Much more impressive than what we saw on the previous map. A lot of it was Dreamer. Already though, early rotation. They've set up Victor. Oh, here we go. No, you can literally just run straight, Victor. You don't have to strafe. That jump you can do. You can just straight. Okay, style points. We'll give him the style points. But because of that, they've actually been able to rotate a 4th player over towards A. It means they have a bit more of a stack. They should be ready for the attack to come in. They don't have much utility, though. It's all going to come down to just pure aim. Dunk on. Jerry gets one. Still in the corner is another. But look at Dreamer. He just goes ham with the support of Spy Leader. 3 kills for him. 2 for Spy Leader. And there is the reset. It doesn't matter what you're buying in this round, guys, because you don't have the money to do it. Tactical pause out from Little. I think that's definitely needed. Because from my perspective, the tactic has to be, guys, let's make sure we can get a buy. Let's make sure that we can have all the money we need to actually purchase together. And then maybe we have a chance of actually resetting the economy. Because that's the thing. MK haven't been making a huge amount of cash. Like, look at their money. It's not anything to really idle. It's not anything to be impressed by. So that's what, really, Spartak need to be looking at. Okay. Let's not invest in every single round. Let's try and make sure that we can actually look towards our buy rather than solely focusing on damaging theirs. Here we go. The little buy. P250s across the board. FaceCrack with a little bit more money. But it is a full investment from the CIS team. The Russian team, it says. I'm wondering if everybody on this team is actually Russian. You see that flag a lot, and it's not necessarily true. Advantage definitely with CT side for this round, but P250s, at least from my perspective now, are probably the best pistol. The little 50. I like it. Here we go, though. Crossfire in play. Smoke onto the site to allow them to get a little bit closer. However, the bomb's actually the player that jumps towards Pit. I don't think Kabaka knew he had that. I think that's the only explanation, because the rest of his team actually managed to get onto the A site. And now Little, well, he seems to think the P250 is his gun. He's got 4,400 kills with it. Okay, 4,435 now. Upped it by 1. Interested to see where he goes here. Because he has to die. Or win. Or plant a bomb. So, saving is pointless. Especially for him, as he wants that extra loss bonus to make sure he can get an AWP soon. Maybe it's not part of their T side at all, which could explain why they're not saving all the extra money. But then why in the second round did he only buy a P250 when he could have afforded an AK? Or maybe not the second round, the fourth. Here we go. Gets another. He is doing well with a P250. Anybody else? No. Okay. Eventually he has ended Shimeda actually with the quad kill. Now it seems that everybody is starting to step up on the MK side. Definitely not looking like the same performance from the previous map, except they're the ones on the other side, really. Spy Leader has himself the trusty MP9. And this is finally going to be an eco round coming out from the T side, so it's taken a while to get there. I've been waiting pretty much, yeah, every single round. Just taken till round 10. And this is Spy Leader's chance. How much money can he make? I'm going to try and do some quick counting. We're already up to 1,200. Make that 1,800 into the bank of Spy Leader. Oh, the 2,400 got away from him. Wasn't quite there. Will be dropped by Mr. Tony Black, previously known as Kabaka. Eventually it won't matter. Both players dropped. MK now starting to build up a decent amount of money as well. But finally, we can have a full buy. Now, will FaceCrack drop an AWP? No, so it's not even part of their game plan at the moment. They're going for the flat rifles. 8 rounds already for MK on their CT side. They are going to be feeling pretty confident with that, especially now on this map where you can rack up quite a few more T rounds. I think this may be MK doing a whitewash straight back, but it's the first time we've actually seen a full buy for the ex-Spartak side, so maybe that can be the difference maker. Actually having weapons, who knew? Let's see. Maybe it won't make a difference. The other problem is now as well that the money has started to build up for MK, so they have all the utility. They can take over different portions of the map themselves. We've seen a little bit more aggression towards Banana in different rounds, and even still, like, they're not even trying to challenge it here, but they're throwing in utility just to slow down, to almost create fear for the Russian side. Smoke going to be going down, and Spy Leader even finds one behind it. Doesn't go for the repeat, at least straight away. Side trying to sneak through middle. Is getting one, but it's quickly traded out, so Arch side is going to be lost, and that does actually mean that they can now wrap around towards the B side of the map, so they actually have a chance to open things up a little bit here. A lot of that's going to be off the back of Kabakan. Smoke actually going to isolate him a little bit more, and the peak comes out. Only leaves one on the site, however. It's all onto Victor. Very passive hold from him. Rotation yet to come in with 20 seconds left on the clock. Surely the gamble needs to be made from the CT side. They're going to be sneaking around from the other side. They may not expect him to be here. They should know on the T side. This is one of the only angles left. They actually line up. Kabakan down to just 2 HP. With the bomb being planted, it should be an easy frag for Dreamer. Extra money at least put into the coppers of the CIS team. But it is going to be a 9-2 scoreline, and MK continue their run. T-side, because of the bomb plant, will actually have enough money to reinvest into this round. Decent amount of damage done in the last, and already a decent amount of damage done in this. Bubble loses his head, peeking. T-side. Slowing right down. Leader, just misses the timing on all of the players peeking. Little goes around the angle. Should be a decent amount of information. Spy leader actually going to Molotov off the spot. Goes for a re-peek. Actually going to try and cross, and instead he may get left in the open here. Still finds one, but it's not really enough. Needed to do a little bit more. They've not got a lot of control, but Dream is still going to find one and two from the pit. And then Shimena turns around to defend him. Leaves it all onto Face Crack. 15 HP and a Dream, and he will fall as well. 10-2. MK definitely back in this server. And now the T-side are in a dilemma once again. They don't really have the money to invest in this situation. It looks like they're going to anyway. Utility so important on this map, and they're going to go into it with next to nothing. I'm expecting a much faster pace strategy, maybe just rushing straight towards B. In fact, well, a couple of players going straight in the other direction. Nade to be thrown down mid. Is it going to do much? No, not really. Just a more classic split once again. We are going to see a bit of aggression up Banana. Spy leader trying to spot over. Aggression coming in. It's Victor, the same spot as before, and he'll get away with it once again. Bomb left down the bottom of Banana, but it's still retrievable at the moment. Side with a lot left to do. And they do have the defense split. Then get onto that B side of the map and actually move towards Victor. They do have a chance, but Victor has been a god so far. 16-5. Very impressive stuff. He only needs to trade 1 for 1. That's all he needs to do. If he can get anything more than that, that's brilliant. But here they go. Peeking around the corner. He's actually going to whiff. And that's going to give them that opening. 2 players versus 2. Not a whole lot of utility either for the remaining CT side. Although the Ts have absolutely nothing. They do have a kit. Kabakin. This is going to be all the information. Will they check the close corner? That's the big question here. No, they will not. So that is going to be the free kill for Kabakin. Dreamer, now knowing he's close, will be able to peek the angle wide. But Kabakin takes both. 3 kills for him. And Spartak will manage to steal a round away. The problem they have, though, the reset is looming. And the money available in the bank accounts of this Mortal Kombat side is going to mean that it may be more than possible. With sheer aggression support. They've had enough of waiting around, and it is just going to be a quick trade. 2 for 2. If anything, that does benefit the T side. Spy leader not wanting to stop. Still going to continue to push. Flash through. Actually just wishes past his face. Whooshes, maybe the word I'm looking for. Spy leader still going to be able to pick up 1. Now looking to rotate back onto the site. Again, it's going to be this 2 for 1 split. Leaving Spy Leader alone. He cross. Going to spot out Jerry, so it means that he's now got the reposition. This fountain spot is dirty as well. Because normally it means that you can't actually see the player. You can see the rotation from Little as well, as he tries to catch anybody pincering in from Banana. But they're not rotating yet. The problem is now, these don't have any idea how many players have actually rotated. still. It's turning into a round all about patience. Violator. Holding the angle. They spot him out, though. And he's actually just trying to dance for his life. Instead, the rotation has come in a little bit early. Victor not going to get anything either. And now it's all on to Shimeda. Little with 4 kills in this round already. Looking to try and ace it out for his team. Shimeda coming in from behind. Will be able to close him down. It's all on to Jerry into the 1v1. Shimeda has a huge HP advantage. The attempt to play around the fountain to give him at least that positional advantage, and it will work out. Ex-Spartak will get themselves a 4th. And they are slowly clawing their way back. Last round by for the CT side is probably going to be one of their worst of the whole half. The same can be said for the T's as one of their best. Sort of crazy when you think about it. Bubble left on just a 5-7. Still a few rifles in the mix at least. Little is actually going to be spotted boosting over, so... a little bit of information. Will have got the same countered. Geek out. Actually catches both players, but doesn't manage to get either of the kills. That advantage, and Shimeda's managed to pick up an extra rifle as well, so that's a huge benefit for them at the moment. They've fallen back to the site. A few bullets being spammed through. Nade going to go out. Could do a decent amount of damage. Pro player already getting up close. Haven't actually had to say his name for the majority of the game, so clearly not having the performance that he needed from him. Bobble, remember, still only has a pistol, so not ideal. Still just going to be spamming away. Pro play does open up onto the site. Looking for more. Has to worry about Shimeda, though. Still sat in the corner. Who's doing work. Gets his 3rd kill of the round. Looking for another 4K. And he will complete it. 11-4. A great half coming out from MK. And a lot of economy troubles that seem to have plagued the Russian side. Will they be able to rectify this in the second half? Yeah, I guess it's just a pretty quiet game. Not seem to be anybody chatting at the moment. Nobody for me to play off, unfortunately, but it happens. Here we go, though. Back into the pistol. The final pistol of tonight. Yabba dabba splooge. Wow. You're watching the football. I would watch England, but they're depressing. Either way, first kill going the way of Kabak. An aggressive push down middle. And gets a second as well. Doing work at the moment. Shimeda will be there to turn the tide at least a little bit back. But Kabakan's doing it all alone. What a ridiculous pistol. He doesn't quite manage the ace. But it is impressive nonetheless. Now Bubble left. He's got all his utility at least. But he's got 3 men still to find. Face crack, just trying to get the timing shot. And ex-Spartak will at least give themselves a lifeline into this game. Yeah, England used to be godlike at football in 1966. It's been a long time since we were... Wow. We had a few very good players, like Gerrard in the squad, Lampard, Beckham, but never really did anything with them. Here we go, though. The full force in from the T side. Little... Exactly what I say, though. He's gone for this pistol. And we'll see if that ends up being a burden. Because it pretty much puts him on level pegging with the other people in the server. He's trying to save for that AWP, but I'm pretty sure if you buy an MP9, you're still going to have enough to buy the AWP going into the buy round anyway, so... Bit of a weird one. MP9 is a godlike weapon. B-side taking up a banana control, but based off the pistols, we can see quite a passive hold coming from the CT side. They know that they'll be able to win the majority of the range battles, and holding the angles with the UMP is always going to give them a benefit, especially based on the nerf to the running and gunning of these pistols. Yeah, Croatia. Mr. Modric. I'm still a big fan. I want to hate him because he left Tottenham, but I just can't. Little actually already down to 13 HP. It looking like an A-site hit. Could be coming in. They're going to wrap around behind him. Can he get anyone? No, he cannot. And now he's left his team open from the arch side. What can go back and do in this round? He got 4 in the last. Starts off with a first, a second. Trying to find the third. But it looks like he's going to be overwhelmed and leaves it into a 3v2. One is very low, but the P250 of Spy Leader is going to be doing the work. Leaves it onto Pro Play. Bomb eventually going to be planted. Molotov actually catches out Spy Leader. Really nice stuff coming out from Pro Play. Just using his utility wisely. Victor, however, with the rifle and the HP on the site, is going to be there to finish things off. That will be 12-5. I think what isn't the problem with Croatia, though, is that they never seem to have a good striker. Or at least not for a while. Who have you got? Who's the... You got... Oh, you got Mandzukic, right? But if you're not, like, playing a point man strategy, it doesn't work too well. Portugal has Ronaldo, that's it. Everyone else sucks. Pepe is the dirtiest footballer of all time. Yeah, Modric is a beast. Perisic is pretty good as well. You got Rakitic. Everybody's an itch. T-side now have little on a rifle. Wait, what? Everyone pronounces it Modric. Gotta be kidding me. Oh, don't ruin things like that. That's what everyone says. Either way, here comes the push onto the site. A little bit of a crossfire up above. What can Jerry do? Oh, he gets one almost, but he does help out Pro Play to double down. A 2-for-1 at least for now. Can they isolate him from the side? They're actually pre-firing the wrong angle. He's bought time for the rotation to come in. Maybe these pistols have a bit of a chance. Then again, Little, he still has the rifle. What can he do? Spots out Spy Leader. Looks for Victor as well, who does just manage to fade away. But he'll be caught from behind. Leaves it on to just Dreamer. 1 versus 3. Peeks into the open. Can't even take one. And it will be the break straight back. As this time, the CT side do manage to capitalize. Only godlike team in the world is Scotland. Yeah, you can believe what you want, and I'm going to believe that you're delusional. Brazil next world champion. I don't know. Like, I think it could be interesting if they... Like, I would have loved to see that Germany game if they had Thiago Silva. I think without him in their defense, their team is just, like, average. Or it's not their average. Like, they've got a lot of good defenders. It's just that they need that leadership. We just beat Malta. Yeah, my nan could beat Malta. None of their players are even professional. It's like, oh, we beat some painters and decorators at football. Chile actually have a pretty good squad, to be fair. Here we go, though. This time, actually a bit more of an eco coming in for Mortal Kombat. Because of that, it should be quite a clean round for Spartak. Never mind. You haven't seen my nan. My nan is a beast. My nan can bend it like Beckham. She'll put her hip out, but she can do it. Of course, more have no point. They don't have any professional players. Ebenezer Splooge, for God's sake. 48 million? Nah, she's worth more than that. It'll be like 400 billion or something ridiculous in the next year. We know that they have the money now. They're gonna use the 300 million they spent on Neymar to buy my nan. That's the weirdest sentence I think I've ever said in my whole life. And actually, that's a lie, but still. T-side, they've got their buy back on the board. Does Little deserve a better team? He's not really playing very well, to be honest. I think normally you could put that argument forward, but Kabakin's been the best player on the team by miles in this game. And Little's had a P250 for the majority of it. Which Dembele? I'm guessing you mean Dortmund Dembele, but Tottenham Dembele's a god as well. I may also be a Tottenham fan, but that's not the point. Isn't there another Dembele as well? Finally, a nice entry kill onto corner, but Kabakin's still there, holding his own. Again, still been doing work. The rotation's going to come in. Already, though, it is just going to be the CTs holding things down, looking to try and turn the tide. Peek out from Bubble. Oh, did he actually go? Oh, he actually went to bar. I must have missed that transfer. There was so many going. Bubble. They'll still manage to take one down. He actually has the chance to rotate back, but he's going to go pushing into the site. However, the man to meet him is Kabakin. 24 and 14 at the moment. Don't expect him to miss this shot. Has all the sound cues he needs, and even just waits for the bomb. Very smart. I played, I think, early access of Rainbow Six, and it was a little bit slow. I get bored very easily with games, so I probably didn't give it a fair chance. There we go, though. A little bit of an investment. Well, actually, quite a bit of an investment coming in for the T side. I quite like Rez. I like him in that team. But then again, the NIP way of looking at things is always kick everybody, right? I didn't know, not because it's tactical, because it's slow. You're a Chelsea fan. Yeah, I know, it's in your bloody picture. You disgust me. You make me feel sick. Okay, I did say tactical yesterday, but shut up. Also, when I play CS, I don't play tactically. I am impressed when other people do. Here we go. Spray down from face crack. Already getting himself 2. Little finally has an AWP for the first time in the game, and it's a shutdown round. No bomb plant means that not a whole lot of utility is going to be going into the account for Mortal Kombat in the next round. And, yeah, 12-9. Comeback looking like it may be on. 4 rounds in a row, only 1 round picked up in this from MK. Yeah, Bubble has left MK again. And, like, it happens all the time. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the whole team disbands and they reform again in like 4 months. Calling it, called it first. Here we go, Little. AWP in his hand, and it only lasts for 1 kill. And Victor is on fire as he peeks back around the corner. Bubble may say it in his name, but I'm supporting Victor for the fire tag. Jerry, flashbang, does actually catch a couple of players. He's got the support from Kabakin, who's going to go running through. But in fact, it's going to be the trades going the way of the T side now. You'll hear the footsteps. Dreamer from behind. Face crack. Goodbye. 13-9. Mortal Kombat with the aggressive push, and Little only getting 1. Now let's see what the T's actually invest back at CT, sorry, invest back into. They do have plenty of cash. They're going to drop the AWP over as well. It's actually going to be a pretty good buy. I'd be interested to see. Like, you have to remember, there's still some teams with open spots. I was talking to Hugo earlier and had the idea of maybe like Penta or something like that. Like, Bubble's already played in international teams before, so maybe he's going to be joining Penta. That'd be an interesting signing. Be kind of cool to see him back in one of those teams. Oh, they line up. It's not quite the collab. Well, it is the collab, but it doesn't get the kill. Yeah, Penta have 2 spots. So maybe he'll go there. He's a decent player, so I don't see why not. Can be versatile with the AWP, but also play rifles. I don't think he'd join the that roster. I don't know. Back and able to get 1. It's still just trades at the moment, but the CT side's still coming in trumps at the moment. Victor with another. He's still going strong. 22 and 13. And there's no Kabakin anymore to stop him. 29 kills for him. Little trying to hold the angle, but he's been spotted. Nade goes down, but it won't actually connect. He's managed to cross back onto the site. Dreamer in pit as well, supporting. I'm not going to be going out to try and isolate Dreamer at least. Jerry getting onto the site will go down. It's Victor still going strong. And Little is just going to have to fall back out of the round. Save that AWP. They won't have a whole lot of money to go into what will be around number 24. And coming up to crunch time as Mortal Kombat now hit 14. They do, however, lose a player to the bomb. Yeah, I think, like... I think Bubble would be a great secondary AWP because he doesn't necessarily like picking it up. Or not like picking up, he doesn't necessarily always pick it up. It's not something dedicated, so. But I don't think he'd be going to an NA team. I think that'd be a bit weird. Maybe. Well, it's happening a lot more. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Wait and see where all these extra players seem to go. I'm really excited to see the Optic lineup. Because I think it'll either be absolutely brilliant or terrible. And either way, that's kind of cool. CT side have forced into this one, though. They're going for all or nothing. Nice spot from Face Crack, but he only manages to get 1. Gebakken does the same, and it is not quite going the way that they wanted at the moment. Bubble rotating around, takes a head off a second. Now... leaves it onto pro play, looking like he's just going to save his weapon here. Not trying to challenge him. MK will hit match point. Only 1 needed for them to finish this off. Dig is playing just ECS. I don't know. Yeah, he has played for Rogue before. The thing is with Rogue at the moment is, like, I know they have an academy team. I don't even know if they have a main team at all. I know that Cadian's still free, so maybe they're going to try and get the band back together, but I don't know. Wasn't a bad team, to be fair. It depends what they're looking for, though. Like, if you're someone like Cadian, who clearly a talented individual, you have to wonder, does he want to be in, like, a better Danish team? Oh yeah, of course the team with Hiko. I completely forgot about that team. Yeah. I'm not expecting a lot, I'll be honest. Maybe. It'll be, if it does do well, I'll be very impressed. Either way, speaking of doing well, the T's have already completely opened up onto the A site. This game is looking good and done for the Bulgarians, looking like they've come back from what was a pretty poor game over on Cash. Let's see. Can it be saved? Like Bob Ross? Or is this whole map ruined for the ex-Spartak guys? Smoke down, going to make things a lot more difficult. Pushing in through apps as well. Bubble is going to look to try and catch off pro play, but actually goes down, so it's back to a 3v3. They do still have a kit on Jerry, so there's a bit of hope. Small bit of hope. Shimeda going to be sat in the corner. Smoke going to go down to try and section off Spy Leader. Will actually spray through. Instead, they're going to get towards the bomb. But towards is all they will do as the match is finished. It will be MK to win 16-9. We get a second team joining the ranks of teams who don't make it to 10. And that will be the end of tonight. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It has been an absolute pleasure, as always. And we will be back tomorrow with some more matches for you. If you have enjoyed the cast, don't forget you can type !caster in chat. It's always appreciated. And yeah, I'm going to go and chill for a bit. Thank you, guys. And hopefully I'll see some of you again tomorrow. Bye.